For Tamar Bates.
Tamar, how you feeling going into the season this year?
Feel good, feel confident, feel healthy, that being mentally, physically, and emotionally. And I would say the team has taken on that same mentality going into this season.
Tamar, how do you feel like you're a different player and or person from this time last year now that you've had a year to be at Mizzou?
I would say, obviously for me, experience is the best teacher. So just being here a year, being under Coach Gates and his staff, it's just, I know a lot more. I know what they expect. And then I'm just in a better mind frame mentally and just ready to attack my senior season and attack this year as a team and just go out and put our best foot forward every night.
What does it mean for you as a player to be named a team captain?
It means a lot just because obviously the coaches see me as somebody who can lead the team, but my peers, my teammates, the guys around me look to me for guidance and for leadership. So it's a tremendous honor, and I take it every bit as serious. I don't take it lightly at all being named team captain. Obviously, it's a job that comes with a certain set of responsibilities and a lot of the pressure and the setbacks. And when we fall short, it's going to fall on my shoulders as well as Grill and Jeremy, my other captains. But I mean, it's a great responsibility that I'm ready to take on.
Tamar, starting the season with a test like Memphis on the road, what does that do for a team, to have that test right off the bat?
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, just to have the opportunity to be able to play such a high caliber team on the road. I honestly love playing on the road. Obviously, playing at home is a lot of fun. You got the energy from the fans, but just the environment and what you can do, on the road when you're successful. It's nothing like it. I feel like there's nothing better than road wins, going into somebody else's building and taking over. So, I mean, it's a tremendous opportunity that we're ready to take advantage of, and it's just great that we actually have to. Obviously, we have to have a certain level of focus coming into every game, but we have a really good team that we're going on the road to play. So it's just good to know that our preparation has to be at the highest level.
Tamar, what do you see as the identity of this team?
The identity of this team, I feel like for us, what we've been building since the summer is just being a defensive-minded team. Obviously, we have a lot of guys, whether it's the players that returned or transferred in who can score the basketball, but our mentality that we want to take on is being tough, physical, and disruptive on the defensive end. We feel as if when it's late in the game, whether it's late in the game in the second half or in the first half to close the quarter or to close the half, the first half, we know we got to get stops. No matter how the game's going, whether we making shots, missing shots, we know that our identity and how we're going to win a lot of games this year is on the defensive end.
Tamar, watching the Memphis exhibition against Alabama, both teams had 48 free throws in that game. How big of an emphasis has the foul battle been going into this one?
Well, both teams were probably playing a little over-aggressive because nobody could foul out. So that probably had a lot to do with it. That was probably a game plan just to foul whenever it, be a little bit more aggressive than normally. That practicing those habits may affect the game in terms of how aggressive they play. They might get away with some stuff, they might not, but obviously going into the game, we know that they're big and heavy in the gap, so we got to be strong with the ball. They're a huge run and jump team. They play fast. They try to play physical on defense and fly around. So we just know we got to be strong and take care of the ball. Taking care of the ball and having the minimal turnovers on the road is very important.
Tamar, you talk about preparation into the upcoming season. How do you think the exhibition against Lincoln helped you guys prepare for the season, considering last year there was no exhibition game?
It was just good to obviously just play in front of fans and put on our real uniforms and just get film. Just go out like in a real game setting and see what we do well and what we have to clean up before our first actual game. It was just, I feel like we did a lot of really good things, and on the flip side, we had some clips of things that we had to clean up, and it was just good to have that exhibition because last year we didn't have that opportunity, so it was good to be able to get out in front of anything we needed to per se put a band-aid over or like clean up or pay a little bit more attention to in practice.
And you mentioned like putting a band-aid over things. What are some examples of those things that you guys have improved on this week heading into the opening matchup?
Well, the first few things that stuck out when we were watching film was just our ball screen defense, whether it's in the outer third or middle third, or baseline drives and sealing and Xing out on the skip. Let me simplify it a little bit more, but just really just more defensive stuff. And then we cleaned up some things on offense in terms of spacing, and just being more patient, playing faster, playing like at the pace that we would like to, shooting the shots that we should. And mainly a lot of the things were geared towards what we could fix and clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Time for one last question.
And you guys lost the rebounding battle against Lincoln. So was that a point of emphasis during practice, trying to win the rebounding battle, especially going into a team like Memphis, who added Dane Danger from Illinois, who can rough it up on the boards?
Yeah, for sure. We obviously we want to rebound the ball. We want to win the defensive rebounding battle, but we also want to get a certain amount of offensive rebounds. And in the first half, we didn't have too many opportunities because we shot such a high percentage. So it wasn't really too many opportunities for offensive rebounds. But in terms of rebounding on both sides of the ball, that was definitely something that we paid attention to and something that we've been focused on since the summer, since we got here. So obviously we want to crash when the shot goes up, but cleaning the glass is going to be extremely important and not allowing offensive rebounds for Memphis or anybody else.
All right, thanks, Tamar.